Ooh, doggy. What's going on, beautiful people? I pray you're doing incredibly well. Listen, have you ever wondered what are the next steps once you actually get a property under contract? Well, on this video, that's what I'm going to be covering. All right. So before I dive into the content, please like, subscribe, share, all of those amazing things. If you don't know who I am, my name is Clifford Walker, founder of the Real Estate Corral Investors Network. I have been a full-time real estate investor since 2019, doing everything from wholesaling to flicks and flips to buying rentals, along with all of the other creative strategies from novations to sub twos, seller financing, and all that good stuff. So my goal with these videos is to give you actionable steps and true value that you can use and help you start closing deals and doing more deals. All right. Now, on this video, as I discussed, I had a member that's a part of my corral and part of my mentorship that just got his first property under contract. And he sent me an email. He's like, Clifford, I got it under contract. Basically, now what? What am I supposed to do? And I thought this was so powerful because I want to now help everybody kind of give them a guideline or some frameworks that I personally do when it comes to getting these properties on to the next step to actually getting them closed. All right. The first thing that I want to point out, though, if I will, is don't feel like you have to have every single thing figured out before you actually go out there and start taking action. So many people get analysis paralysis and they start waiting until they have step one, step two, step 10 all figured out. Well, at the end of the day, just like my member that's a part of my corral, right? He has a property under contract. He didn't wait to have every single step figured out, right? He took the first step, started talking to sellers. He took the next step, got it under contract. And now this is where we move into the third step. So for me specifically, once I get a property under contract, I immediately send that property over to the title company. Okay. And so there's two things that I like to do when I'm sending the property over to the title company. The first thing is I send a group email between me, the escrow officer, and the seller, and say, "Hey, title company. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Michelle. These are the escrow people at the title company that I use." I say, "Hey, here's a new property that we just got under contract that we need open title to. Please see executed contract below. The seller is also copied on this email as well. Please let us know what you need from us. Looking forward to having a successful closing with you guys again." All right. Very friendly, very open ended. And the reason that I like to do this is copy the seller on it because I do all of our stuff virtually. And the title company, when they reply to that email, guess what? They're going to have all of the title company's email or information on their reply email. So if that seller had any doubt whatsoever that this was a legitimate transaction, now they see that, okay, wow, this is actually moving forward with a legitimate title company. Here's all their information, right? And they also have a copy of that executed contract as well. So all of that stuff is in an email. So then I send a second email to that title company, right? Because the title company does not know what your exit strategy is going to be. Are you going to wholesale it? Are you going to fix it up and flip it? Are you going to keep it for a rental? What are you planning to do with that property? Okay. You have to let them know exactly what's going on, right? So then I send them, let's say wholesaling is majority of what we do. So I would say, hey, this is on the second email. Hey, title company, just wanted to give you a heads up that that contract that I just sent you, I'm actually going to be wholesaling that and assigning that to another end buyer. Two things. First, do you happen to have any buyers that are working in that area that you've already closed with in the past that you feel like may be open to this property, right? Golden nugget that I'm sharing with you right now. I have found some of my best buyers that way from asking my title company. If you're not doing that, you need to be doing that, right? And then I'll say, if not, I will let you know once we have a buyer locked in, and I'll be sending that over to you once we do. Right. So now all of the communications has been out there. Okay. Now the next step is if I'm wholesaling this, for example, we need to structure our marketing, right? This is where we line up pictures. If we don't have pictures, we send people out there to get pictures. We have the seller get us pictures, right? Then we upload or get our buyers list off of InvestorBase to find nationwide end buyers anywhere. You should be using that link in the description, by the way, for a discount for them. Incredible platform on finding end buyers. Every investor, you're serious about doing deals, I believe every investor should have that platform. So we pull that list and then we start marketing that property out there to end buyers. That's the next step. Okay. We start sending that out immediately via calling, text messaging, emails, sending that property over to buyers. Now, the next step is once we start to have buyers interested, this is kind of where it gets a little not iffy. If we have a ton of buyers interested, then we'll schedule a showing and have as many people over there as possible. If it's just kind of one or two people who may be interested, then we schedule them to go out individually, just kind of as they come in. So those are really the next steps, right? Because most of those buyers are going to want to walk the property. Once they walk the property, then we go and start collecting offers from those end buyers. For us, different companies do things differently. I don't do highest and best. I don't do bidding wars or none of that stuff. I do first come, first serve, right? If I get somebody that gives me my asking price and they're ready to go, let's go. I'm going to lock it up with them and move on, right? I want to deal with buyers who are ready to go on their A game. I don't want to drag this deal along for an extra $1,000, $2,000. It's not that important to me. What's important to me is getting that deal closed and getting that seller paid and getting us paid, right? Getting money in the bank. And so that's what we do there. We line up the buyers over there. We collect our offers and then we send out our assignment of contract to them. And once we get them locked in, now we go ahead and have them send a non-refundable deposit. And I can always talk and do a separate video on things that we require from our end buyers and a full outline of that process. If you like, let me know in the comments below. But no, once we got that property assigned, we now connect them to the title company and we wait for closing. So that's typically how it goes. So once you get those properties under contract, just follow these steps, start getting paid and getting deals closed. I'll see y'all in the next one.